Previously on Star Wars The Old Republic, Bounty Hunter.
Welcome to Nar Shadaa, Hunter. Your target is the Eidolon, a professional assassin with a right scary reputation.
I'm a bounty hunter, hunting the Eidolon. Interested?
The Eidolon?
It's too late, he's here! He found us!
Get out of there, move it!
Oh no.
We can still avenge him.
Yes.
If you wish to meet me, come to these coordinates. I'll be sitting right here, waiting for you.
Finish it now!
Anything to get you to shut up.
Before you move on to your next target, return to Droman Kos. We have something to discuss in private.
Hunter, we don't have a lot of time, so I'll be brief. The sanctity of the Great Hunt has been compromised. Seems a Slicer got a hold of the Great Hunt's target list and intends to auction those names to the highest bidders. Exposure like that would destroy the Great Hunt. I need this dealt with quickly and discreetly.
What does a job like this pay?
A true bounty hunter. I like it. Don't worry, you'll be well compensated for your time. I need you to find the Slicer and learn how he got that list. Once the list is secure, eliminate every scrag stupid enough to show up to that auction.
Compared to my other jobs, this'll be nothing.
Good to hear. We can't afford any mistakes. Nemro the Hutt's paymaster, Judah, told us about the auction. She's on Hutta. She can tell you more. The fate of the Great Hunt rests in your hands. Remember that.
Krista said you'd be coming by. I was so relieved to hear the Mandalorians weren't sending a stranger. Before I tell you what I know about this auction, I need to ask for a favor. There are bound to be some really nasty people at this auction, so please keep my name out of this. I don't want to put my family in jeopardy.
Dead men aren't much of a threat.
That's a very good point. I discovered the auction through one of Nemro's business associates. We were settling an account, and he asked if Nemro would be participating. I pretended I knew what he was talking about. That's how I learned about the Slicer and the list.
Is this someone you're familiar with, or was he a new face?
I know almost nothing about the Slicer, just that it all sounds legitimate. The auction's taking place here in Jakuna. The Slicer left these details for Nemro. I hope they help. It should have already started. Please let me know how it goes. I won't be able to sleep otherwise.
You ain't listening. I don't want the whole list. I just want to know if my name's on it.
An excellent point. What if we're only interested in certain names?
I'm sure we could come to some arrangement. That's what this auction is all about.
How about I just bleed you nice and slow, and then take the list from your cold, dead hand?
Back off. I need him alive for now.
You talking to me, wimp? I don't think you realize where you are. Look around. We're the most wanted killers in the galaxy. Anyone here could rip you limb from limb.
Let's try to keep this civil, okay? If you're not here to bid, please leave.
I say we kill this worm and get another Slicer to crack the pad.
Suits us fine.
No!
Start talking. How'd you get this list?
Some guy said he was a Mandalorian. He got me the codes to break in. Said I could sell the names and make a fortune.
He just gave you the codes and said, get rich? I don't buy it.
It wasn't a handout. There were conditions. I got the money. He got... well, I don't know. He said targets assigned to Taro Blood were off limits. Maybe he has money on this Blood guy winning.
Or Taro Blood gave this Slicer the list.
We have to expect Taro to pull some stunts like this.
That man has lived way longer than he has any right to.
That'll help you find him, right? I've told you everything I know. Please, just let me go. I'll never talk about that list again. I swear.
Who else knows the contents of this list?
Nemro's paymaster, Judah. Help me arrange the auction. She has another copy. I agreed to split the profits with her 50-50. In fact, with everyone here dead, Judah's the only one left who knows about the list. Please, let me go.
You have to disappear. Forever. Got it?
No one will know I even existed.
You're back. I was getting worried. Was everything taken care of?
You seem jumpy. Don't be. They're all dead, and you're in the clear.
So, everyone at the auction is dead? All of them?
Would you like to hear how I killed each one?
No! No, of course not.
Well, things should start looking up now.
I'm just glad it's finally over. Please give my regards to Krista. Best of luck in the Great Hunt. I'll be thinking of you.
Is that auction dead and buried?
The Great Hunt is safe.
Looks like the Huntmaster's instincts were right. Talk to me. This was more than a grab and shoot. Did you find out how that slicer got the list?
All signs point to blood. His targets were the only ones not on the list.
If that's your only proof, it's fairly circumstantial. Best keep those accusations to yourself. Taro's pretty influential among my people. We've got the target list back. That'll have to do for now. Thanks for taking care of this, Hunter. It was good doing business with you.
Your targets on Tatooine and Alderaan ain't gonna kill themselves. Go get them, pronto!
Uh-oh, Krista's calling on an emergency channel. Better patch her through.
Finally, you're some hard critters to pin down. Ignore my recording for Tatooine, Hunter. Everything's changed. That slicer selling the Great Hunt list started a trend. Somebody told your target he was a marked man. Naturally, he decided to make himself scarce.
That made my day.
If you don't hustle, he'll disappear, and you'll be out of the Great Hunt. You're after Tiresias Loci, a scoundrel who's been on the galaxy's most wanted list forever.
The Tiresias Loci? That smuggler cheated the Hutt Cartel, Exchange, and Black Sun gangs out of a fortune.
And he's been buying himself out of trouble ever since. 2 days ago, your rival bounty hunter shot down Tiresias' ship over Tatooine, but then lost him in the desert.
Sounds like my competition has the brains of a bantha.
Tiresias can make even the smart hunters look like fools. Remember that. The good news is Tiresias is Deveronian. He shouldn't be hard to spot.
That's true. I've seen 2 Deveronians my whole life. They've got red skin and 2 big horns on their heads.
Talk to the spaceport traffic control droid at Mos Illa. Find out if any Deveronians have been through there recently.
Spaceport droid. Mos Illa. Got it.
Tiresias has a reputation for being slippery. When you catch him, better hold on tight. Good luck, Hunter. Krista out.
Operator Minor Fodder 62009, please stand by for landing clearance.
I'm looking for a Deveronian named Tiresias Loci. Got any record of him?
Scanning databanks. 1 moment, please. Records indicate only one Deveronian present at the spaceport. A merchant named Gellar Roy.
Bet you anything Gellar Rowing is an alias for Tiresias Loci.
You get no argument from me.
Where can we find this Gellar Rowing droid?
Gellar Roy's vessel is awaiting departure clearance in Docking Bay 64. Do you wish for me to contact him?
Where'd this guy get his starship?
The vessel was purchased today from a Rhodian bounty hunter. Unfortunately, the transaction record is incomplete. If you hurry, you might catch him.
How long can it take to get departure clearance from this lousy spaceport? Stupid locals. You look lost, friend. Can I help you?
Are you Gellar Rowing?
That's right. Rowing's the name. Speeder's my game. You in the market? One of the new T9s, perhaps? Unfortunately, I'm a bit rushed. Look me up on Nar Shadaa, won't you? The name's Rowing. That's R-O-I-N-G.
Drop the act. You're Tiresias Loci.
Sorry, I don't know any Tiresias. Who exactly are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a bounty hunter. What else would I be?
That's absurd. I've never done anything wrong in my life. Shoot, you fools!
Stop. I surrender. I got no loyalty to that scum. He left us here to die. The pay is great, but he never said we'd go up against anything like you.
What are you making for this job?
10 times our usual rate. He was desperate. Now I know why. I don't want any more trouble. I'll tell you everything I know. The Deveronian said a bounty hunter shot down his starship. He walked across the desert to reach Mos Illa. Blasted lucky he made it.
Tiresias has a bad habit of surviving.
Not just that, he can turn around even the worst luck. I've seen it. This bounty hunter caught up to us. Nasty little Rhodian. Before we could draw blasters, the Deveronian cuts a deal. Not only did he buy off the bounty hunter, he convinced him to sell his own starship.
Tiresias is good. I'll give him that.
Good. He negotiates better than a Jedi mind trick. The Rhodian's celebrating with a private party at a club outside of town. He's thrown around credits like sand.
I cross-referenced the ship's registration with known Rhodian bounty hunters. Found your rival. Vibu Lunx. Deadly accurate with a blaster, but has a reputation for laziness. I'm surprised he made it this far.
Laziness would explain why he sold out so easily.
I'd be curious to hear his side of the story, assuming you don't just blast him. If Tiresias bought off your rival once, he might try it again. Use a bounty hunter to fight a bounty hunter?
That's useful information, right? Please, let me go. This was never personal.
If I ever see you again, you're a dead man.
You got it. I'm officially retired.
Wamawangka mituske owana tablota wijawa. Tiliska chanaga imache choranchike.
Let Tiresias Loci live, Vibu. That's not how we do things.
Yako kuchi ratitud muta miskocha. Tula musta wo granitampio tu poshiwompa. Piska ku. Palia pitie potenia go.
If you give me those credits, I might forget I found you.
Chakichawa, Jotoke Kwanga Joska. Itsugnanki he chalangtong imachechu. Tolmi cha Kolkata maji ta us azalas ulval.
You may have quit the Great Hunt, but I haven't. Let's finish this.
Mestuka go to parchi chisa tompa. Ukleu go cheska pakuta, kliska taka ya oska. Aqua Bosca, Ponyo, Bosca!
Don't kill me. I'm just a dancer.
I need to find the Lady of Pain. Know where she is?
I performed for her once. She gave me the creeps. The Lady of Pain runs a compound not far from here. Bad part of the desert. You can't miss it.
Does this lady sell starships to desperate fugitives?
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to deal with her. She doesn't care about money. She's into other things. She works for the exchange. They're into a lot of sex stuff. She can't get enough of it.
Find yourself a new line of work, Flatcake.
Flatcake? What's that supposed to mean?
Guess we're off to see the Lady of Pain, huh? This should be interesting.
I'm going back to the family moisture farm.
Surely I can offer you something, lady. An HK assassin droid? Fresh slaves, direct from Ryloth?
I already have those. Stop wasting my time.
What's wrong, Tiresias? Can't buy your way out of this?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Tiresias? Wait. You're actually... No. Shame on you, you naughty little Deveronian.
Sincerest apologies, lady. Now that you know I'm the justifiably famous Tiresias Loci, you also know my resources. I need you to eliminate this bounty hunter and help me leave Tatooine. I'll pay generously, of course.
It would be rude to eliminate someone before I've heard her counteroffer. Well?
I don't think credits are your thing.
Very good. I find money dirty, and not in the fun way. I have a keen interest in gladiatorial contests. A match is scheduled for today, and I've lost my beloved champion. Whoever fights as my new champion could ask any favor of me.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
It's not looking good for you, Tiresias.
This isn't exactly a fair negotiation, lady. I'm no gladiator.
I'm sure one of these men would fight in your place for a price.
All right. I'll make anyone who fights for me obscenely rich. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Someone is bound to take us all for bounty hunter. Won't you be my champion?
Mess around with me and your history. Let's not waste any more time.
Now, don't be too quick. It disappoints the fans.
Lady, this is a terrible mistake. Don't be a fool.
Fool? Guards, take Tiresias away and remove his tongue. You don't need it, do you?
I'd prefer it if you left him intact.
Very well. I suppose he's your property, assuming you win the match. Put Tiresias someplace safe, guards, and watch him. He's slippery.
You haven't heard the last of me. Either of you.
Your opponent is in the next room.
I'm ready to fight.
Wonderful. Feldhagen, this is my new champion.
A bounty hunter? Borga will rip this fool limb from limb, won't she, my beautiful boy? Save it for the match, Borga.
May the best fighter win.
Borga! My sweet, precious boy!
Delicious. For a moment, I thought Borga might kill you, bounty hunter.
It's sweet of you to care, lady.
I always care when death and dismemberment are involved.
This isn't over, lady. I'll return with a new champion.
I hope so, Phil. Our little gatherings always make my day. Kisses.
Lady, Tiresias escaped. He hit us with a stun grenade.
I watched you disarm him. Where did he get that weapon?
One of his horns was fake. He hid the grenade inside it. Please, don't cripple me. It's not my fault.
No Tiresias. I'm about to kill everyone in this place. Starting with you, lady.
I find your threats intoxicating. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. One of you saw where Tiresias went, yes?
He stole a swoop bike and a hyperdrive regulator. He could be anywhere by now.
But I'll find him. The swoop bikes all have homing beacons. A precaution against thieving Jawas and stupid guards. I'll consult my tracker. Ah, there he is. The stolen swoop bike stopped at these coordinates in the deep desert.
Boss, if Tiresias stole a hyperdrive regulator, he might be trying to fix his old ship, the one that got shot down.
He won't be fixing anything when I'm done with him.
I recommend breaking his fingers and moving up from there. Have fun.
Going somewhere, Tiresias?
Not with all those dune rats nipping at my heels. Thanks for clearing that up. You're sure she's ready for takeoff?
I've checked the calculations 4 times, Master, with shields at minimum.
Right, good enough. That just leaves our friend here to deal with. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Open fire, NK! All right, you win. Let's cut a deal.
Hope springs eternal for you, doesn't it?
Everything is negotiable. Everything. This is the famous Star of Aldera, the most valuable gem in the galaxy.
No, Master. Not the most prized possession. We must fight.
Quiet, MK. We never stand a chance. Alderon's royal family would pay a fortune to get this gem back. Let me go, and it's yours.
Do I look that gullible to you?
You can't blame a guy for trying. Take the gem anyway. I insist. Girls, come to Daddy. It's dinner time. Come on, you hunk of junk. Blast! I knew there wasn't enough power to take off.
End of the line, Tiresias.
You are the toughest, most persistent bounty hunter I have ever met. I only have one thing left to say. Give me a job. Spare my life, and I'll dedicate it to working for you. How's that sound?
Why in the galaxy would I ever believe you, Tiresias?
I'm tired of running. My fortune's gone, but I'm still hunted. I want Tiresias Loci dead as much as anyone. What if I told you there's a duplicate of yours truly? A replica identical in all respects. Even a bioscan couldn't tell the difference.
You made a copy of yourself? One was bad enough.
My duplicate is already dead, frozen in carbonite. Just pretend he's me. Once I'm declared dead, I'll put my legendary skills, savvy, and contacts at your disposal. Imagine what we could accomplish.
The thought of blasting you in the face is all that kept me going.
I'm really worth more to you alive.
I hate to say it, but having him on our team might be useful.
I swear I'll never run. I'm safer as your servant than as a fugitive. Even if I did escape, you'd just find me again. Honestly, who wants to have this conversation twice?
Mess around with me and your history.
Shall we head to the cargo hold and get my duplicate? There's my duplicate. Should only take a few moments to thaw him out. We need to make it look convincing. A couple of blaster shots should sell it. You want to do the honors?
Right between the eyes?
Oh my stars! I'm glad we decided to work together. Let me collect my gear and we can be on our way. So, I'll need a new name. After all, Tiresias Loci is dead. And what do you think of the name Galt Renault? Has a nice ring to it.
It's not bad. Kinda catchy.
Yes, a fine name for an exciting new life.
Why don't you and Galt spend a little time getting to know each other? I'll see you two back at the ship.
Lead on, my fearsome friend. Galt is ready for action. So, this is home. A little spare, don't you think?
Blame the previous owner.
Oh, found yourself a fixer-upper, huh? She's not bad, just needs a little TLC. A couple bounties ought to go a long way to sprucing the place up. Think about it.
Keep the place clean and we'll talk.
I guess I can live with it for now. We can't all be fabulously wealthy criminal masterminds, but this bounty hunting gig seems straightforward enough. Besides, I like the idea of doing the chasing for a change, even if I am slumming it.
Hey, you're back. And Tiresias is still alive. Guess you two are bonding, huh?
The name's Galt, remember? Galt Renault. And yes, we're getting along famously.
Is that so?
For once, he's telling the truth.
We'll see how long that lasts. I've had enough of scorching heat and sand. What do you say we check out our next target?
I eliminated Tiresias Loci.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I scan it. Huh. What do you know? The body's bioscan matches. You just made a lot of crime bosses very happy. I've got a positive on the rival kill as well. Credit for Tiresias Loci goes to you. Stay hungry, Hunter.